Good day. I've been thinking about a phrase that popped into my mind the other day. Don't resist the change, be the change. I wasn't even looking for it. It just sort of appeared, and I've been turning it over in my mind ever since. The funny thing is, I don't think I would have understood those words a few years ago. Then my daughter and I were having a conversation. She told me she's been thinking about leaving her job. What surprised me wasn't what she said, it was my reaction. Years ago, I probably would have started worrying. I would have wondered if she was making the right decision or if she should just stay where she was because it was secure. But none of those thoughts came into my mind. Instead, I found myself simply listening. I was curious. She mentioned that she had been thinking about becoming a foster home for the CIS, maybe taking in babies and toddlers. I smiled and said, "You've always wanted to do that." As we continued talking, I found myself thinking about how different my own reaction was from what it might have been years ago. Something in me has changed. I don't seem to fear change the way I used to. In fact, I've almost come to expect change now. Almost most of the time, I even welcome it. That's not something I ever imagined I'd say. I've come to believe that life is always moving me forward. Oh, I may stumble time to time, and sometimes it feels like I've taken 2 steps backwards. I've certainly had many of those moments. I am still learning, but somehow even those moments seem to teach me something I needed to learn before I could move forward again. As I sat thinking about our conversation, another thought came to me. Maybe this wasn't really about changing jobs at all. Maybe it was about recognizing when something no longer fits. I don't know what my daughter will decide. She may stay where she is. She may move somewhere else. She may discover something completely different. I honestly don't know. What I do know is that I've watched her for a while now, and I can see she isn't happy. It seems to me she's in a rut. Watching her and really listening to her, I can't help but think about my own life. How many times have I stayed somewhere simply because it was familiar? And how many times have I stayed because I was too afraid to take a risk? I definitely didn't stay because it was where I truly wanted to be. Then I started thinking about the changes I've made over the last few years. Learning to walk again after my mini strokes, starting this YouTube channel, planning to walk the Camino Frances, and finding my voice after years of keeping so much inside. None of those things happened overnight. They happened one small step at a time. Looking back now, I don't think those changes happened because I planned them. I think they happened because little by little, I stopped resisting them. Maybe that's why this phrase won't leave me alone. Don't resist the change. Be the change. I'm still not sure I completely understand everything those words mean. But I do know they've made me stop and think. And maybe that's enough for now. So today, I'm leaving you with the same question I've been asking myself. Is there an area in your life where you're holding on to simply because it's familiar? Or is life quietly inviting you to take one small step forward? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, don't resist the change. Be the change.